Hi, my name is Wendy Lee, and I am so excited to be sharing with you the swing easel tutorial today. I really hope you enjoy it. I love a fun fold card that can easily be displayed, but then will also fold flat so that you can drop it in the mail. The supplies to create today's fold that you will be needing are a paper trimmer with a scoring tool, some cardstock, and a bone folder. Let's get started. I'm going to be using Stampin' Up! Supplies today. You will need a 5.5 inch by 11 inch piece of Early Espresso cardstock, a 5 inch by 5 inch piece of Whisper White cardstock, and a 3.5 by 3.5 inch piece of Mary Merlot cardstock. I'm also using 3.25 by 3.25 piece of Designer Series paper and a 5 inch by 3 inch piece of Designer Series paper. These are from the Come Together Designer Series paper pack. I've done some die cutting ahead of time with the all-around wreath dies. I did one wreath in terracotta tile, one in Cajun craze that I've clipped into 4 pieces. We're going to use 3 of the 4 pieces today. Then I've got a third one that I've cut with copper foil paper. I've cut it in 2 and then clipped off a small piece out of one edge that we will not need. Next, I die cut the sentiment layers from the Ornate Frames Greetings. We stamped this image with the Itty Bitty Greeting stamp set. There's so many great sentiments in here. You have everything you need for just about any occasion. We're going to add some embellishments with some ribbon and some gold faceted gems. All right, let's get started. To create our card base, we are going to cut and score our Early Espresso layer. So I'm going to lay this in my trimmer. I'm going to place it at the 2.5 inch mark. I'm going to slide my cutting blade out of the way so that I don't accidentally cut it. So we're going to do 2.5, 3, 3.5, and 5.5 with our score lines. Hopefully you can see those. Okay. Next we're going to cut a 1 inch frame. I'm going to start at the bottom. I'm going to slide this over to the 1 inch mark, and I'm going to bring my cutting blade back in. I start at the 1 inch mark, and I'm going to go up to the 4.5 inch mark. You see the slit right there. I'm going to turn my cardstock and place it at the 1 inch mark again. I'm going to cut this up to the 3 inch score line. So that's the middle score line. So again, I'm going to start at the 1 inch. I'm going to stop at the 3 inch score line, lift my blade, place it down at the top score line, and go up to 4.5 inches. So you can see I'm not cutting between those 2 score lines. I'm going to rotate my card so that the fold or score line there is at the 1 inch mark. I'm going to go ahead and cut again from the 1 inch mark to the 4.5 inch mark. Okay. Rotate one more time, place it at the 1 inch mark, and again I'm going to cut from this cut here, stopping at that score line, lift it, place it at the next score line, and connect my cut edge. Okay. Then when I fold this in half, I'm going to give it a nice good edge with my bone folder. I need to make sure that I connected all my corners with my frame that I cut out in the middle. So I'm just going to push that out a little bit. Then you're going to mount and fold this. So there's the mountain, the valley, and the mountain again. I'm going to give these a nice crease with my bone folder. And the inside as well. I don't want to fold along the score lines on the center panel. I only scored that just so it made it easier to do my scoring, so I wouldn't have to stop in the middle. So that's going to create our card base right there. I'm going to go ahead and adhere. I'll set this aside. I'm going to go ahead and adhere my designer paper to my Mary Merlot layer. Alright, perfect. And then we're going to build our wreath. I'm going to adhere the wreath to the layer with glue dots. Just going to pick off a couple glue dots on the back of the wreath here. And one more. Perfect. Alright, so we'll go ahead and adhere that in place with the glue dots. I'm just centering it. Alright, wonderful. Next we're going to go ahead and layer on our copper foil wreath. I'm going to slide it so it's a little bit towards the center, or offset to the center, I guess you could say. And I'm just going to bend it in just a little bit to make it a little bit smaller. Okay? And then we'll do the same thing with the other piece. Alrighty. Get this one on here as well. And if you need to overlap your ends a little bit, that is perfectly fine. Alright, so we've got that wreath down in place. Alright, one more. We're going to take 3 of the 4 pieces that we had from our Cajun Craze wreath that we clipped apart, and we will add some glue dots to this one as well. And adhere that in place. Okay. Again, I'm sliding a little bit more to the center so you can really see each of those layers. Okay. Whoops, I got it stuck. Let's see if I can get that off. Okay, try again. There we go. Sliding that into the center. And one more piece. I think I can use this shorter piece. Yep, we're going to go with that one. Couple dots there, and then get this in place. Perfect. Great. Okay, now we're ready to adhere this to the card front. I'm going to go ahead and add some adhesive to the back of this. And I like to line it up with the top edge. So we're going to have to slide that down in there a little bit. I've got this cut exactly the same size as that layer. So it can be, sometimes it can fight you a little bit, but I think it should fit in okay. Perfect. So you've got that all adhered on there. So that's going to be cute, right? And that folds up. That's what we'll see. Okay, great. Now we're ready to add the ribbon to the outside. I'm going to use a little bit of adhesive to adhere down this end. I don't want to add adhesive all the way around because I am going to slide some ribbon in there to tie it. A little bit in the back to hold that in place, to keep it from sagging, and pull it nice and tight. Okay. And then again, wrapping it to the front. Again, I'm going to put just a little bit of adhesive right there. Slide that down some straight. And wrap this around. Again, I want that nice and snug, and I want it to cover that end. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to take a little piece of twine, a little Cajun Craze linen thread here, and slide that underneath, if my hands will work with me here. And I'm just going to tie this in a knot to hold it in place. I find it a little difficult to tie a bow when I'm dealing with other pieces of ribbon, so I just like to piece mine together. If it curls up and you don't like the way it looks, just force it to go the other way. There we go, it's a little bit better there. So I'm going to tie that in a knot, and then I'm going to clip away my ends. Maybe. There we go. All right. Bring in some scissors here and snip away those ends that I don't need. Okay. Now I can take the bow that I've already tied. So all this is 3 pieces of 8-inch thread that I've put together and tied them in a bow together. So I'm just going to get a glue dot, and I'm going to add this, so it sticks right over the top and hides my little tied spot there. Cute, 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 cute. Okay, so let's finish the front by adding some embellishments. Just going to add a few of these gems. Randomly around my wreath. Gives it a little bling, some extra special sparkle. Love that. Okay, great. Let's do the inside. So I'm going to flip that over. If you wanted to cover this inside piece here, you could. I don't know if it's necessary, but you really need to go with whatever your personal preference is. All right, let's slide that over while I build this piece. So I've got my Whisper White cardstock and my other strip of designer paper. So I'm going to go ahead and add some adhesive to that and adhere that to the very bottom of that edge. And then I'm going to go and adhere this to the inside of my card. Get that adhesive out of the way so I don't stick everything together. Lay that in there. Perfect. All right, so now I'm ready to adhere my sentiment together. So I've already put dimensional dots on the back. So I'm going to go ahead and layer those. Okay. And then I will layer this on. And I'm going to slide it down a little bit from the edge of that designer paper. I could put it right at the edge, but I think I like it better down. And then now, when I fold my swing easel over, it is going to stop right where my sentiment is. Cute, 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 cute. I hope you love it. I've got a couple others that I did. So I took another one and stepped it up just a little bit, add a little more excitement and bling to it. So that's the inside. Okay. And then I created a masculine birthday card as well, using the, oh, I cannot remember the name of this. The Come Sail Away. That's what it is. Come Sail Away products. Great. Cute. I hope that you really enjoy this tutorial today and that you have fun making your own swing easels. Thanks so much. Bye.